Ensuring your documents are accessible helps everyone interact with your content effectively. With just a few simple steps in Microsoft Word, you can create PDFs that are more accessible by strengthening your source document. The most important accessibility work happens before you create the PDF. Ensuring font size is sufficient, providing a sufficient contrast between text colors and background colors, using caution with watermarks, including a table of contents for long documents, and using table and list features instead of images or broken lists are small steps that make a huge difference in how accessible and usable your documents are. It is difficult to fix accessibility issues after PDF creation. Therefore, we highly recommend addressing these issues in a source document program like Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word has built-in tools to help structure content, anchor images, and add alt text. Open the Styles pane to display your document's style tags. Besides setting up visual font styles, these tags provide the structural backbone of your document, and this structure is what assistive technologies, like screen readers, rely on. So, it is essential to structure your document logically so users can understand and navigate it. Bolding, underlining, or enlarging font does not properly create headings. Headings communicate hierarchy, not just appearance. They follow a logical nesting structure, and their tags allow screen reader users to jump between sections, similar to how sighted users visually scan a document. Using Word's built-in heading styles is one of the simplest and most powerful things you can do to make your document and your final PDF accessible. Because assistive technologies rely on structure, using Word's built-in table tools, identifying header rows, and avoiding merged or split cells could help prevent common accessibility barriers before exporting to PDF. Proper lists help users understand hierarchy and order. Numbered lists indicate sequence or steps, while bulleted lists group related items. Using bulleted or numbered list buttons, not type dashes or manually entered numbers, tells a screen reader, "This is a list." Screen readers announce when a list starts and ends, making information easier to follow and less overwhelming. Assigning an anchor to an image in a Microsoft Word document tells Word and assistive technologies where the image belongs in the document's flow of content, including its alt text. Word may put an image in the wrong order if it isn't anchored correctly. To anchor an image in Word, insert the image and click on it. Go to your Layout menu or right-click to bring up the Wrap Text options and select the appropriate image layout. In this example, we chose the square option. Now, if you click on the image, you should see a small anchor icon indicating where the document in the picture is anchored. Confirm that the anchor is attached to the intended paragraph and drag the anchor to a different paragraph if needed. The document will keep this structure when exported to a PDF. Alt text, or alternative text, is a written description attached to images, shapes, charts, icons, smart art, and other non-text elements that allow users with low vision or blindness to understand the meaning or purpose of visuals in your document or PDF. To add alt text to an image in Microsoft Word, right-click on the image and select View Alt Text. A panel will open to the right, providing a text box to enter your description. Alt text should describe the meaning, not appearance, and you do not need to add the terms image of or picture showing. Screen readers already announce that. The alt text will be passed into the PDF's tags. Complex charts, graphs, and diagrams may require additional descriptive information, such as a summary within the document and alt text. If you need help generating alt text, you can use an alt text generator. Microsoft Word provides an accessibility checker to help you find issues as you create your document and before you export it to PDF. To run the checker, go to the Review tab and click on Check Accessibility. The Accessibility Assistant pane will open, and you'll see a list of errors and warnings with how to fix recommendations for each. Once your Microsoft Word document is properly structured, you're ready to export it as an accessible PDF. First, click on File in the main menu. choose Save As from the menu. In the Save As type or File Format drop-down menu, select PDF. For Mac, make sure the Best for Accessibility option is checked. For Windows, select Options, ensure the Document Structure Tags for Accessibility checkbox is selected, then select OK. These steps are crucial because it tells Word to include accessibility features in your PDF. If they are not selected, their tags and structure may be stripped from the document. When you're ready, click OK or Export. Your document will now be exported as a PDF that preserves all the accessibility features you set up earlier. Following these steps helps ensure your PDF will preserve your tags and alt text settings. Accessibility starts at the source. Strengthen your Word document to create better, more accessible PDFs. If you would like additional information and assistance on creating accessible content, visit the Accessibility at UCF website at www.ucf.edu/accessibility.